I have 4 basic organizational tools available to me in User Collections. I'm going to click on the plus right here and we can see them. So we have albums, smart albums, projects, and groups. I'm going to deal with albums, projects, and groups in this particular movie. First thing that I like to do when I want to take a collection of images, such as these portraits of Leah, is put them in a project. So I'm going to go over to plus here, and I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to give it a name, and we'll just call it Leah Portraits, and I'm just going to click OK. So here they are here. Now, as I talked about in our quick start, I can't just select all these images by doing Command A and drag them into the project. That doesn't work. I need to have an album in there first. So let's do that. So I'll click on Leah Portraits, go back to plus, and then say Album inside of Leah Portraits. And I just call these all photos, these first albums. I think that's just an easy way to go. It's sort of the convention that I've come up with. So now we have an album inside the project container, and now I can put those portraits in there. So I'll come back here, do Command A, and just drag them in. And now they are accepted. Okay, so that's great. There are some shots here that I like better than others, and we can just do a quick rating here. I'm going to hit a 3. I like that one. Give 3 stars. I think that's a nice shot. I like that one too. I'm going to give this one a 2. 2. Oh, I can't decide on that one, so I'll give it a 2 for now. 2 for now. Give that one a 3. And then I'm going to do Option Command V. Come back here. So now you see that I have some 3-star shots and some 2-star shots. So I want to say, hey, let's have an album that just has my favorites, at least at the moment, in here. So again, come back to the project. Let's create another album, and let's just call this Favorites. Now, one of the things that I try to do is be consistent in how I name things in this application. It just makes it easier over time. So you see that I have PenF Favorites in this project up here, and then I have Leah Favorites down here. So I'm just going to go to my 3-star images. I'm holding down the Command key on a Mac to pick the 3-star shots. There we go, right there. And then I can just drag these in to Leah Favorites. Now, I'm not copying these images. I'm not duplicating them. You know, these are aliases. These are virtual copies of these shots. In other words, there are only one set of raw files right here. All of these are just pointers. All the images that are in here are just pointers to those shots. So I'm not adding anything to the catalog. I'm not using up more disk space by doing this. This is just a very easy way and a very nice way that I can organize my shots. Now, over time, you could see where these projects would really add up, right? End up with a whole bunch of projects. So groups help us organize those projects. So I'm going to create a new group right now. I'm going to come back to plus, and we'll go to group. Now, in other applications, you would probably call these folders. And the reason why we don't call them folders is we have folders down here that I'm going to be talking about shortly. So they had to be called something else, and so they're called groups. So I'm going to call this portraits and just click OK. So you see that we have this icon that looks like a folder. It's really a group. And now I can drag my Leah shoot in there, and I can open it up. There we go. So now we have a group with a project inside of it, and then that project has albums inside of it. Generally speaking, what I do with my groups is I go by categories. This is the way my brain works. So I'll do events, I'll do portraits, I'll do plants and animals, I'll do things, possibly architecture, stuff like that. General organizational groups for my groups, and then I will put the albums and the projects that are appropriate inside of those groups. And that is the way that I start to build my user collections area. And what's really nice is, let's say that you have 8 basic categories that you normally use for your shooting. So you could collapse your entire user collections area down to those 8 groups, and then just open up the ones that you want when you want to look for images or you want to work on specific projects. So it's a very logical, very easy to maintain system. The one thing I will say is that think out ahead of time, how do I want to organize this area? Maybe even sketch it out on paper. Get your head around it, and then be consistent when you start creating your groups and your projects and your albums. And I think you'll find that this system will serve you very well.